If you love fruity and fresh, if you don't have this, what are you doing? Hey kitties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Marilyn, and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle, a little bit of fragrance. So if you like that kind of stuff, subscribe. Okay, kitties, so in today's video, we're going to get into a little bit of fragrance. I added 2 new affordable, keyword, affordable fragrances to my collection. I've had them for a couple of weeks and I really do like them, so I just want to talk about them a little bit and recommend them to you in case you're in the market for a new perfume. Now, if you're on a no buy, get off the video. I don't want you, get off the video. If you don't want to buy anything, please don't. You're gonna have to scram, because I don't want you to spend if you don't really want to. You know what I mean? I really do care about your pocket. That's why these fragrances are affordable. Okay, but if you don't mind spending just a few dollars, you can stay. So in the spring and summer season, you know, we do love to smell fresh, clean, or most of us do, fresh and clean. So if you're the type of person that you don't really want any sweet fragrances, you want to smell fresh, clean, just have those perfect fragrances that stand out in warm and even hot weather, these two are really good, especially if you're like a clean girl. Simple fragrances. I have a fragrance that if you work in an environment where you can't really do too much when it comes to your fragrance, you need to smell clean, very simple, non-offensive. I do have one fragrance here that I think is going to be perfect for that. Now, the first fragrance I'm going to talk about, now this is, I believe it's pretty old as far as when it launched, but it's very new to me. I saw this on TikTok. It was like a random account. I can't even remember the person's name, but it was a smaller account, and she was talking about clean fragrances and how she's done so much research on finding the most perfect, clean, simple fragrance, and it happened to be this. And it was enough to convince me to try it, because when I looked it up and the price was right, I was like, you know what? Why not? Now, this is called She. It's either She or Shy. It's spelled S-H-I, and it's by Alfred Sung. And just the bottle alone lets you know how simple and clean. The fact that it's completely clear. It has a little bit, the bottle has a little bit of a blue hue to it, but it just literally makes me think of water, okay? Thirst quenching water. Simple, clean, fresh, very to the point. So here's a close-up of the bottle. You can see how much I used this so far. I think I've had it for about 2 weeks or so. This is the bottle. So let's talk about the notes. So this has a top note of water lily, rice leaf, there's mandarin orange, there's a middle note of orange blossom, and there's something called frangipani. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. And it has a base of birch leaf and musk. Now this fragrance is a fresh take on like a white floral type of family. It has citrus and aquatic notes. So if you love that feminine, fresh out of the shower, very simple fragrance that you can literally wear anywhere and no one would be offended, this is that. With this, when I smelled it, immediately what I thought about was the ladies that work at the Clinique counter. I just assumed that someone that works at the Clinique counter or Lancome would smell like this, if you know what I mean. Okay, so it has a clean, elegant vibe. This is definitely for someone that is not in the mood to smell sweet, gourmand, fruity, none of that. This is straight, clean skin, fresh out of the shower. That's exactly what this is. And if you've been looking for a fragrance like that and you can't find it, if you work in an office setting, you work in a hospital, you work in a doctor's office, somewhere like professional, you don't want to start a pot when it comes to your fragrance by walking in the room. You need something that just smells clean and anybody can stand it. This is a really great fragrance. It is going to be a standout fragrance for me in the summer. With this, it has a great, it projects, but very little. Someone has to be within a close vicinity of you to actually smell it, and that's what I like about it. It's simple. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you're headed out for errands, you have a fresh face, maybe a little makeup, but little to no makeup on. You have your hair pulled in a fresh bun, a crispy white t-shirt, some really nice fitted loose jeans, and a nice sandal in a little bag. You can just go ahead and run those errands, but you want to look clean and put together. This is the type of fragrance you spray just to top that type of look off. I'm definitely going to find some pictures online to insert to show you the type of vibe that I mean. You know, summer and spring, we're wearing white linens, you're getting invited to day parties, and you want to just put on a little something because you're going to be sweating. This is the type of fragrance that'll still smell good if you are out in a very hot environment, and if you start sweating. Some perfumes do not smell good, but this is a type, because it smells like a fresh shower, it'll just keep you refreshed. I wish I had this in a travel size so I could put it in my bag, but I don't. I'm sure I could buy some sort of container that I could make it travel size though. I think I can smell this on my skin for about 5 hours or so before I feel like either I'm nose blind to it, or it has completely absorbed into my skin and the scent just isn't there. But I smell it for about 5 hours. It's a whiffs of a fresh shower. Literally, this smells like what a icy cold glass of water tastes like. This is what that might smell like if it had a smell, if you get what I'm saying. It's clean, fresh, and great for hot weather. I happen to think this bottle is very elegant. It reminds me of like a teardrop or maybe a water drop. Okay, so I think that kind of signifies fresh water, simple, clean. They did a good job with this bottle. It really embodies what this actually smells like. Now, she is an old fragrance, so if you have it, let me know. It's very new to me, but if you have it, I want to know. But that is the first fragrance that I want to tell you guys about. If you're looking for something affordable, fresh, perfect for spring, for summer, it can be worn throughout the year because it is a simple scent. But to me, I'm going to gravitate towards it when it comes to these seasons like spring and summer. So the first thing on the list, there's only two, but this is the first one that I would absolutely recommend, that I do love. All right, so the next fragrance that I got my hands on, this is an old fragrance as well, but not that long ago I purchased the Ana Abiyedh Coral, which is the juiciest watermelon peach coconut fragrance that smells so good, so addictive. It should definitely be priced higher than it actually is. It's affordable, but it smells like I paid a good amount of money for it, okay? And that's this one, the Ana Abiyedh Coral. I have a full video on this. Love this girl down. Since I've gotten it, it's gotten a little bit more creamy where I can smell a little bit more of the coconut, but the watermelon and peach are the standout note in this fragrance, and that is what I smell most of when I spray it. This is so good. It literally smells like a Jolly Rancher, like a peach and watermelon Jolly Rancher merged with a sprinkle of a coconut juice, or coconut water rather, on top of it. Perfect, perfect, perfect smell. This is definitely for the summer. Well, I've been wearing it now, spring and summer, because it's hot here anyway, but this fragrance right here, if you love fruity and fresh, if you don't have this, what are you doing? So since I had such good luck with that, I decided, why not try this one in a more cleaner scent. Now this is a unisex fragrance. It's the Ana Abiyedh unisex. It doesn't have, this one is coral, but this one doesn't have any other subtitles to it, but it says unisex when you purchase it on the site. And all right, so let's talk about the notes in this fragrance. And this has top notes of bergamot, orange, a middle note of vanilla and pear. Y'all know I love pear. I love pear. I love pear, okay? I love pear. And a base note of musk and amber. I think this is the perfect unisex spring and summer fragrance. It smells so good and clean. It isn't simple like the She by Alfred Sung, because that one is simple and it's very feminine at the same time. This one is unisex, and I think it's perfectly balanced. That bergamot gives that freshness, but then you have like the vanilla and pear to add a little bit of sweetness to it. Very subtle, but a little bit of sweetness. And then that musky dry down. It's so good. It's so good. I've mixed this with my YSL, the original one, the Libre, and it smells really, really good. But this smells good on its own as well. But that pear note is just, oof, I always try to find that in a lot of fragrances, and this has it, and it's really good. Now, this one absolutely projects. So if you walk in the room, people are definitely going to smell it. It's going to create a little scent bubble around you. And it lasts about 5 to 6 hours on the skin, which I think is very good, especially for the price of this. Now, in comparison to the She, this is a little bit more of a dressy fragrance. Like, I'm definitely going to dress up. Even if I'm headed out to do errands, I'm the type of person that's going to dress up, do a little bit more with my hair, do a little bit more of my makeup, still while wearing a simple, casual outfit, but I'm just a little bit more accessorized, like a nicer purse, a nicer watch, a necklace, a nicer lip combo. You know what I mean? Because this one is a little bit more jazzy in comparison to this, although they're both clean, fresh fragrances. This is a simple, fresh out the shower fragrance. This is a fresh out the shower, but I'm going to get dressed up and I'm going to do a little bit more effort. So this fragrance, just like the She, it has that fresh, aquatic sort of scent. It lasts about 5 to 6 hours, like I mentioned, but it's just so much stronger than the She. This is to me a non-offensive fragrance. However, it projects a lot more, so it's a lot more noticeable than the She Sung. So these are two different occasions. The smell just gives me fresh bob, just left the salon, fresh blunt cut bob, nice nude makeup, cute little white dress, halter white dress, cute nude sandals. They can be flats even, but the dress is doing everything, the hair is doing everything, and that lip combo and the makeup is just going to be doing everything. And the accessories, even though it's a simple outfit, we're still going to dress it up, and that's the kind of vibe that this fragrance gives. So if you're going to brunch or day parties that are outside, this is a great fragrance to wear, because again, if it starts getting hot and sticky, this isn't going to be cloying, because it has the freshness and the citrus notes that really stand out and make it a nicer fragrance to wear in those warmer environments. So this, too good. Both of these are too good. The video wasn't about this one, but because it's from the same line, I just had to mention it and let you know how much I love it. And it has developed and gotten a little bit creamier since I purchased it, since I've been using it for the past, I don't remember when I did that video, maybe two months or so. Love this. Okay guys, so those are my 2 new fragrances that are a part of my collection, and they are going to be worn for spring and summer. Absolutely love them, and I got them on Amazon, so the shipping isn't too bad. I'll link everything down in the description, so in case you want to grab it, you can use my link and you can go ahead and grab it, girl. Also, of course, you know how we do. If you have any recommendations you want to leave in the comments, we always read them. I read them, everyone else reads them. We comment back, we share each other's thoughts and things like that. So make sure you are participating and engaging down in the comments, okay? Hopefully you liked the video. Be sure to thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and come back and watch another video.